Planning a trip to Iceland can feel overwhelming, to say the least. How do you know which places are worth visiting? How much can you realistically fit into a day? And where should you stay along the route to make the most of your time? If you're struggling with these questions, you are not alone. But don't worry, I have the perfect solution for you. My Iceland itineraries take the guesswork out of this planning and research so that you can focus on having the trip of your dreams. Hey, I'm Jeannie. I sold everything I owned and moved to Iceland, and I've been exploring every corner of this country for the past 10 years. I've written guidebooks and itineraries that have hundreds of 5-star reviews, and my mission is to help you plan the best trip ever. Let's get into it. So the first question is, how do we prioritize the places that we want to visit? There's so many places in Iceland that you could want to add to your itinerary, and before you know it, you could be overflooded with too many to-dos in each day and not really able to spread them out in a way that's comfortable for the pace of your trip. So how do we prioritize? My itineraries have been meticulously researched and crafted so that I've already done this hard work for you. I've carefully curated each route based on years of experience traveling around Iceland, ensuring that you get to visit the most breathtaking locations without wasting time on detours or missing out on Jeannie's gems. So one of the biggest questions that I get from tourists time and time again, how much can I fit in a day without feeling rushed? So the good news is that my itineraries have already accounted for this. I've included a perfectly paced schedule telling you exactly how long to stay at each stop and how far apart the locations are. No more scrambling to figure out if you can squeeze in an extra waterfall or if you'll make it to your hotel before dark. My itineraries include detailed driving times, so you'll never have to guess how long it takes to get from one place to the next. Plus, I break down the ideal amount of time to spend at each location. So whether it's a quick photo op or a longer hike, I'll make sure that you stay on track to make the most of your adventure. Want to make the most of your time in Iceland? Let me help plan your dream trip with my expertly crafted Iceland itineraries. Take the stress out of planning and make sure you don't miss a thing. No more guessing how much to fit in one day or trying to estimate driving distances. These itineraries have been perfectly designed to help you see the best of Iceland without feeling rushed or overwhelmed. Click the link in the description below to check out my Iceland itineraries so you can focus on your adventure, not the logistics. All right, so next up, let's talk about where to stay. Choosing accommodations in Iceland can be tricky, and the reason for that is there's a lot of travelers coming to Iceland and not a lot of accommodations, at least that are ready to go. There are some that are up and coming, but either way, some people are wondering, should I stay in Reykjavik and just day trip it out, or should I stay along the route? And the answer to that is, it's up to you. But the good thing about my itineraries, again, is that I've already broken this down for you. So the route already includes where you are supposed to stay each night. I even suggest multiple locations of different budgets so that you can choose. Do you want to stay in like a hostel, a guest house, or a fancy hotel? I've curated all of these unique stays based on places that I've already experienced so that you don't have to do the researching. Okay, now we need to talk about filling your bellies. It's super important when you're out there road tripping all day long to fill up your belly with food throughout the day. Finding good restaurants in Iceland can be a bit tricky, especially in the more remote areas. And the thing that I like to point out is, say for example, if you're from the US, you can usually count on there being plenty of options if you're driving on a highway. Surprisingly, this just isn't the case in Iceland. If you don't know some of the little places that serve food, you can be kind of wondering where the next stop will be. That's why my itineraries are packed full of dining options. And I'm talking, I will break it down where you should eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner based on where you're staying the night before and the night of. And I also suggest some stops for snacks or treats along the way, like grab an Icelandic hot dog here or stop here for the best ice cream. All of those things I've already pre-planned as part of your daily itinerary. So up until this point of this video, I've talked about all the things that I include in the written portion of my itineraries. But one of my favorite features of these itineraries is the digital map. So I've gone ahead and made a corresponding digital map that you can follow along day to day with the breakdown of all of the sites, hidden gems, where to stay, where to eat, all along the route for that day. All you have to do is pull it up on your phone, tablet, computer, whatever it is that you're using to guide you along the way. So what a lot of travelers tell me that they do is that they'll go ahead and look at the written itinerary kind of like the night before or the morning of, just to see what's coming up. And then they use actually the digital map to navigate from spot to spot throughout the day as they're driving. So between the written itinerary and the digital map, you have everything that you need to make your trip completely seamless and stress-free. All right, friends, I hope this video gives you the confidence that you can have the trip of your dreams. I spent years and hours curating these itineraries to make it super easy for you so you don't even have to lift a finger with research. You can learn all about my itineraries by visiting the link in the description below. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video, but until then, happy planning.